Good morning. Today is day 19, and today's question is if not now, when? Have you ever asked yourself, if not today, when? If not now, when? Tomorrow, after tomorrow, next week, next month? We always live our thoughts, and we never practice them. Um, I've always said I want to quit smoking, lose some weight, grow my own business, and always something came up, which drove my thoughts away and forget what I promised myself in the first place. In 2013, when I said I will be my own boss, I will be my own business owner, and I started um, my own web hosting and web developing project. And after a while, after getting some clients and doing my 8 5 job, working there, and doing some overtime some days at the work, and life came in between, and I forget my goals, and I forgot what I even started, what I was doing. I was just getting some extra money. It was fine, that's fine, and everything fade away from its objective during the months and weeks and years that followed. So now I think different. I know that I will not let anything get in between what I'm doing. I already weed the garden. I removed all the obstacles, and I went all in into my business, which is also kind of marketing, but a different module. And I see the future is there. I know the future is there because um, I've been introduced to people who have been there, and I'm being mentored and coached by these people that they already successful in the business, in the sector. So as I said, if I still think that today is not the right day, I will start it tomorrow. I definitely do. um, it's like when I quit smoking and started walking and started reading books, listening to Audible during my day job. Instead of having 8 hours of work, I can dedicate 3 or 4 hours from these 8 hours to just listen in the background to my Audible, learn something new, keep myself in the mood, because once we are disconnected from our goal, from our why, from our objective, from where we want to be in the next 5, 10, 11, 20 years, um, it's done, it's gone. Uh, you should never underestimate your own importance, If you think you're not important and you cannot change anything, think of this. I was smoking, I was not taking care of myself, my health. Imagine what kind of example can I be to my children, to my family, to my friends, to my surrounding. What they will think of me when they grow up, my children. They will say, oh, or at least I will not have anything to pass to them. Now uh, they see what we are doing, me and my wife, waking up in the morning, having our breakfast, having our meditation, talking to each other, walking, going back, doing our business, talking to people, um, being more open to the world, because we cannot do this alone in this world. If you think you can succeed alone, um, it's an illusion. And the business that I'm in, the the business that I chose, I've been introduced to it 7 years ago, but I ignored it. That's why I'm telling, if you think you can succeed alone, it's an illusion. If you're doing it, great. Leave a comment. Tell us what do you do and how did you do and how are you doing it, so we can recommend it to other people too. So I was introduced to this module 7 years ago, and I didn't have the mindset, or it wasn't the right time in my life. I directly ignored it and rejected it. But after 7 years uh, of experience trying to do stuff by myself, I was able to be my own boss, but I was more self-employed and not a business owner. I was still trading my time for money. This is not what I want to do. I want to invest in myself and leverage the whole business, be a leader. So I'm in the right direction. Hopefully, you will jump into the wagon too. You will find out about what you can do alone. I was saying that don't underestimate how important you are. If you are waiting for the government to change something, or if you're watching the news and seeing that there is global warming, yes, there is a global warming, something is happening, but ask yourself, instead of worrying that, oh, there's a global warming and the world will come to its end one day, ask yourself what you can do to change it. What are you doing on daily basis to change that? If you can answer this, you will make a difference and you will see how important you are. If you are throwing your trash and recycling them, if you are eating more healthy and you are buying less processed food, what they call it, processed food, yeah, thanks. So you can change it, but if you don't know that you can change something and you can teach your children that they can change something too, then blaming the world will not, blaming the factories, blaming the companies, blaming other people is very easy. That's what I used to do. I used to see something bad and let me give an example. People around us are watching us, from our children till our community, our neighbors, our social friends, our family members. Uh, Something happened a couple of days ago. One of my colleagues said he wanted a small dog from another colleague. He asked him because he knows a vet, so he asked him if he can bring him a little puppy for his 1 year or 1.5 year old son. And this guy immediately refused. And you want to know why? Because once he was at his house and he saw him around the house, he was like kicking a cat. So he said, how I'm gonna bring you a dog, a puppy, while I've seen you kick, not kick, harm the cat, but moving it away from around his house, just touching the cat with his feet to make it go away, like kicking it gently. I'm not saying that he hurt the animal or anything, but his actions um, his actions was seen, and that was something that cannot be unseen. So whatever you're doing, and if you're not sincere in what you're doing, people will know, and people will not trust in you. No matter if other people are saying bad stuff about you or whatever they are saying behind your back, it doesn't matter. After a while, everything will be very clear for the people who are around you, and the people who know you and for the people who come across to your life. They will see that what's going on, what's the reality, and what was said or done behind your back. It doesn't matter really. For me, it doesn't matter. I'm saying this because I've been in my previous video. I already told I've been detained because I didn't have any legal papers, legal documents to stay in the country, and I was detained. So while I was detained, there were many people saying different stuff. He made online fraud. He scammed credit cards. Um, many stuff, which none of them is true. If I've done something like that, I've already been out of the country or somewhere in Brazil now, enjoying the millions, and plus I was only detained because of the papers. There was no judgment. I never gone to a court in my life, so there was no. تهمين إيش بس كسان؟
It was just allegations.
إيش بس كسان? There was no. I was not charged by anything, or I was not even. That was not even the subject. Now I cannot find the word in English.
Come on, the person who said it about the card fraud, she was only a woman who had nothing else to do but blabber with some of her friends.
Yeah, but I
with,
mean, there was too many
yeah,
subjects.
it was
Even
painful at
yes.
the moment, but just to know how, I mean, whoever knows you really,
Yeah.
and somebody who is busy talking about behind your back.
Even when I came out of the detention, because one person reached me, and you know who, I will tell you if you don't remember.
Mm.
He reached me in one of the clubs gathering, one of our community gatherings, and he told me, "Oh, you're out." I said, "Yeah, I'm out because I was there because of the papers, and now I fixed all the papers, and now I'm out." He said, "Are you spying, or are you? They let you out because you will." Urish martusal hansakor an business bidimatnes. You will.
And you never told me about this.
Yeah. So.
Who was it?
I will tell you who was it. But let's explain it in English. He told me the immigration let you out so you can find other illegal residents, and you can give them in. How do you call it? Not spy, to matnel. Now the words are gone. This is the thing when you know 5 languages and you're not using them on regular basis, especially these days that everything is over chat and we are typing and we are locked in.
Wait, pause.
Yeah, no need to pause. I think they understood what I mean.
What's the word?
They thought that I was out. They let me out. I made a deal with the police, with the government, with the immigration.
So
that,
you tell on some other
yeah,
people.
so I can tell on other people who are illegally living in the country, and I give them in. Of course, none of this was or is or will be true. This is not my character.
Thank you for this person, whoever told you this.
Yeah, but
because he was honest with you.
Yes, he told me. He was one of my colleagues that time. His uncle, Amon. Okay, Barba Vorgener. Okay, you cannot recall. I will tell you later. I don't wanna. Okay, so this is it. What I mean, you cannot stop people talking behind you. Now that we are walking and we are taking care of yourself, I don't know what people thinking about us, but that's not the point. The point is, what will our children learn from us? We teach our children to be honest, not to cheat, to respect elder people, to respect other people. I don't know how much we are effective in this era because they have internet, so they can have bad influence. We are trying to, instead of blaming internet, we are trying to create content that can help other people, to share our experience that um, goodness and kindness is still alive, can be achieved as long as we want to live that way. So think of this: what will your legacy be for your children if you have a mindset of an employer, an employee, or mindset of business owner? What you will pass on them? Will you be serving debt? Will you be serving your mindset of serving debt or building wealth? You know, if you're not teaching, if they are not seeing you doing something, doing your own business, trying to succeed in something, they will follow your path. Because this is the advice that we will give to them. If you're an employee, you will tell them, once you graduate your college, go find a job, and yeah, that's it, you live. And that's what I did. I started working and making money, and I lived happily ever after. I will not mention that I was not happy with what I was doing or where I was, or even maybe if you're an employee, you will not have enough money to send your children to a decent college, so they will have to go in debt, take a loan for their college, and yeah, that's what I will pass to them. If if I don't change my lifestyle, this is all that I will pass to them. Instead, I can build my own business and approach them, and they can see, and I can approach them and tell them how I did this, how I had the mind to do this, not the way only. The way is not always the secret. The secret is when you change, when you decide, when you think different, when you are open. I hope it was a long video, I think 17 minutes. I hope you're still here. If you find anything useful, share it with your friends, like, and leave a comment. Especially leave a comment if there are points that I'm mistaken in. I want to read also what you think, because not everybody has to think like me or do think like me. I want to know how you think, and let's communicate. This is what this channel is for, to communicate and give each other what we can. We cannot do this alone. I will say it again. Have a great Sunday.